You shove the violently humming green crystal into your side pouch. Immediately, a shock of intense, freezing cold numbs that entire side of your hip, nearly making you stumble. Ignoring the pain, you snatch a thick, burning brand from the edge of the campfire, crafting a makeshift torch, and grab a heavy oak branch nearby to use as a club.
The stranger doesn't even glance back as you gather your gear. He cuts down one of the silhouettes, then moves with unnatural speed toward the dense forest edge. The tall, faceless silhouettes screech in frustration, their metallic cries echoing louder as the fire you've taken dims. They are terrified of the torch's flame, but are clearly closing in. You have no choice but to sprint into the dark, gnarled woods, chasing after the stranger as he navigates a path only he can see.
The canopy quickly thickens, swallowing the moonlight, and leaving you with only the sputtering orange glow of your makeshift torch to guide you. Your lungs burn with the icy air, and your side is entirely numb from the crystal in your pocket, but you force your legs to keep pumping. Gradually, the metallic, agonizing screeches of the faceless creatures fade into the distance, blocked by the dense, gnarled trunks of the deep woods. Ahead of you, the stranger finally slows, slipping into a small, sheltered hollow formed by the sprawling, cavernous roots of a massive dead oak tree. You stagger in after him, planting your heavy oak club into the dirt to keep from collapsing. "Wait," you gasp, doubling over to catch your breath. "Slow down. Who are you?" The stranger turns, his curved sword catching the dim light of your torch.
"Keep your voice down,"
he says, his tone gruff but lacking its earlier hostile edge. He peers back out into the darkness of the tree line, listening intently.
"I didn't expect anyone else to be foolish enough to be out here alone. I've been scouting the perimeter of these woods for days, trying to pinpoint the source of the anomaly."
He turns his gaze back to you, his eyes locking onto your side pouch, where the intense, freezing cold continues to radiate.
"I was trying to secure the perimeter and grab it before the horde fully woke up. You just happened to stumble right into the dead center of it."
You shiver, pulling the torch closer to yourself to fight off the supernatural chill. "This green crystal? What is it?"
"It's not just a crystal,"
he says softly, taking a step closer.
"People are calling it a starstone, a fragment of pure, volatile celestial magic that fell from the sky. Those silhouettes are drawn to it. They want to consume its energy to fuel themselves, is my guess. If they get it, the corruption could tear this whole forest apart."
He narrows his eyes at you, looking both bewildered and wary.
"To be honest, how are you still standing? A mortal carrying a starstone in their bare pocket should have likely been frozen solid head to toe by now."
You look down at the heavy, sagging fabric of your side pouch, shivering as the localized frost bites through the material and into your hip. A starstone. The words hang in the freezing air, heavy with a bizarre significance that you can't quite wrap your head around. You gingerly touch the outside of the pocket, feeling the violent, rhythmic hum vibrating against your fingertips. As you ponder the impossible reality of the glowing green rock and the faceless horrors you just outran, a sudden, dizzying wave of disorientation washes over you. You blink, looking past the stranger and out into the dark, twisted roots of the dead oak. Where exactly is here? You search your mind for the events leading up to the campfire, but you hit a wall of thick, impenetrable nothingness. You remember the sudden cold, the metallic screeches, the fire. But before that, nothing. No memory of walking into these woods, no recollection of packing your gear, not even a faint idea of what land or kingdom you are currently standing in. You start, your voice trailing off as a new kind of panic begins to set in, momentarily overriding the numbing cold of the crystal. You look back up at the stranger, your grip tightening on the heavy oak club. "I don't know." The stranger raises a skeptical eyebrow, his hand resting cautiously near the hilt of his curved sword. "I don't know where I am," you confess, the terrifying realization settling heavily in your chest. Your breathing quickens as you look around the shadowy hollow. "I don't even know how I got to this forest in the first place. I don't remember anything before waking up in the dirt." The stranger's expression shifts from wary to deeply unsettled. He stares at you for a long moment, the flickering torchlight dancing across his face.
"The corruption of these stones can warp the mind,"
he mutters, stepping closer to inspect you.
"But complete loss of memory. That means you didn't just stumble upon this starstone. You could have been brought to it."
Before he can say another word, a deafening metallic screech erupts. Just beyond the dead oak's roots, the faceless silhouettes start to swarm the entrance to your sanctuary. What do you do?
Top comment continues the story.